All right, Zoe, we'll see you in a few months. We love you so much. Call us whenever you'd like. That was the last thing my parents said to me before driving back home from Boston. Are you sure this is the right thing to do, I thought to myself as I watched them leave. What had seemed like a fantastic opportunity just weeks before had turned into a harsh new reality, one I wasn't truly prepared for. Alone now, I stared at the empty, discolored walls of the room I would now call home. I could feel the lump taking form in the back of my throat as hot tears welled in my eyes and flooded my face. Taking a gap year sounded like such a good idea just 2 weeks ago, yet at that moment, I was filled with anxiety, fear, and regret. Taking a gap year was never part of my plan. For as long as I can remember, I've always been working towards college. In my freshman year of high school, I would always watch videos of people getting accepted into their dream colleges and feel exhilarated thinking, wow, that'll be me someday. But as high school progressed, the idea of college shifted from an exciting next step to a daunting burden. I always acted like I had it all handled when really I was reconciled, constantly at odds with myself, doubting if I was even smart enough to make it. Unenthusiastic about my college acceptances and financial aid packages, all while still being unsure of what I even wanted to study, I was faced with a choice, to go or not to go. And if the choice was not to go, what was I to do next? This choice was undoubtedly the hardest decision I've ever been faced with. All of my friends were excitedly packing bags, planning dorm decor, and then there was me, the odd one out, not even sure she was going to college after all. I was set to begin an internship with 826 Boston, a writing and tutoring program with what they called writers' rooms in local Boston public schools. At first, I was confused and mildly disappointed in my placement. I knew I didn't want to work in education, so why was I placed here? How could I, the same age as students, possibly teach them anything? It felt like my entire world had flipped upside down. I was suddenly in a brand new city, living on my own, and now expected to adapt to full-time adult life, when just weeks prior, I was a senior in high school, going to prom and packing for college. Now, as the youngest in the program and the first to come fresh out of high school, I had never felt so alone and out of place. I was always told I was very independent for my age, but this was the first time I was expected to do truly everything on my own. I thought for sure I had made a huge mistake. A few weeks went by and things started to settle. I started to get over the initial shock of being on my own and things fell into place. During my internship, I found myself most enjoying working with high school seniors, drafting and revising their college essays. At first, I was unsure if I was even qualified to help in that area. I didn't even go to college myself, so who am I to judge college essays, I thought. About 3 weeks in, I met a girl who reminded me a lot of myself. Her gold jewelry and big curly hair closely resembled my own. She sat with me to revise an essay and abruptly asked, "Wait, how old are you again? You look the same age as us." I did not want to answer. I was afraid that no one would take me seriously when they found out I was so young. But to my surprise, her face lit up. Instantly, I could see her body relax and smile light up. The more I practiced and the more students I encountered, I noticed students began to gravitate towards me. I began to see that there is beauty in my story. Although it was non-traditional, I had a unique perspective that no one else in the writers' room had. And to my surprise, they really did listen to what I had to say, and some students even admitted that they too shared the same feelings I had as a senior just months prior. Although I was the tutor, I found myself learning so much, more than I ever would have imagined, from every student, each with their own special story and writing style. I feel like I've teleported to age 25. That's what I've been saying to my friends and families the past 2 months. But now, with all of my new experience, I realize that this is a blessing, not a curse. My path has been anything but straight and easy, but I now feel 1,000 times more confident in myself and my capabilities. I'm ready for college and ready to be an adult in the way that I wasn't before. Growth can be uncomfortable, but I've learned that I have all the tools and motivation needed to stand firm in myself no matter what obstacles arise. Although I may not be able to analyze data or build a perfect spreadsheet, I can say that I've learned more about myself in 1 semester than I have several years prior. Taking risks is hard, yes, but this experience has shown me the beauty of being brave. Take those chances, try that new thing, and most importantly, never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game.